Military aviation is usually dominated by giants like Lockheed Martin and Boeing. But when Canadian pilots tested the Saab Gripen E, it shattered expectations. The Swedish fighter sent shockwaves through the defense world. Royal Canadian Air Force pilots came away genuinely surprised by its capabilities. The Gripen E has announced itself on the world stage, not quietly, but with a sonic boom. Canada's search for a new fighter jet has dragged on for over a decade, mired in politics and shifting priorities. The aging CF-18s, reliable since the 1980s, are now outdated and outclassed. Replacing them isn't optional, it's a national security necessity. The F-35 was once the presumed successor, with Canada even joining its development program. But soaring costs, delays and concerns over its single engine sparked fierce debate. The government scrapped the sole source plan, launching an open competition. Requirements, top-tier capability, reasonable cost, and benefits for Canadian industry. The contenders: Boeing's Super Hornet, Lockheed Martin's F-35, and Saab's Gripen E. The Gripen was often seen as the outsider, a budget pick not a peer to the F-35. Years of debate conditioned Canadians to expect an American jet. The stage was set for a surprise. The Gripen E wasn't just fighting technical trials, it was battling a decade of entrenched perceptions. The recent trials have forced a dramatic rethink. The outsider is now a serious contender. Canada's decision will shape its air force for decades. The world is watching. Saab's entry of the Gripen E into Canada's competition was a bold gamble. Facing American giants and deep US-Canada ties, Saab needed a game-changer. Their offer went beyond the jet. Build in Canada, create jobs, transfer technology. The Gripen E is Saab's most advanced fighter. More power, more payload, cutting-edge avionics. Its open architecture allows rapid, affordable upgrades, a key selling point. Still, skepticism lingered. Could a light single-engine jet handle Canada's vast, harsh environment? Only real-world trials could answer that. The Royal Canadian Air Force's top pilots were tasked with finding out. They approached the Gripen E with professional skepticism, expecting a capable but limited aircraft. What they found was something else entirely. The trials moved the Gripen E from marketing brochures to the hands of experts. The aircraft was about to prove itself, or not, under real Canadian conditions. The results would challenge more than just technical expectations. They would challenge the very narrative of what Canada needs in a fighter. The Swedish challenger was ready for its moment. The surprise was about to unfold. The real test came when Canadian pilots flew the Gripen E in Sweden. These flights stripped away hype. This was hands-on, no-nonsense evaluation. Pilots pushed the jet through demanding maneuvers, combat simulations, and harsh conditions. The verdict? Exceptional handling and agility, thanks to advanced fly-by-wire controls. Pilots found the Gripen E intuitive and responsive, letting them focus on tactics, not just flying. The cockpit's wide-area display and sensor fusion gave them unprecedented situational awareness. "It felt like I was seeing the whole battlefield at once," one pilot said. The integration of radar, infrared, and electronic warfare data was seamless. The surprise wasn't in a single feature, but in how everything worked together. The Gripen E was more than just fast or smart, it was both. Pilots entered expecting a good jet. They left convinced they'd flown a great one. Their candid feedback was a wake-up call for the entire industry. The Gripen E had exceeded expectations in every critical area. The outsider had become a front-runner. Canada's fighter competition would never be the same. The pilots' impressions were backed by hard data. The Gripen E's acceleration and climb rate, powered by its GE engine, stunned evaluators. Its ability to supercruise, fly supersonic without afterburner, was a tactical game-changer. The jet excelled in Arctic conditions, operating from short, improvised runways with minimal support. Rapid turnaround times and rugged reliability impressed Canadian crews. But the biggest shock, was the Electronic Warfare Suite, one of the world's most advanced. In simulated combat, the Gripen's EW system gave pilots a ghost picture of the electronic battlefield, letting them evade threats with precision. This capability dramatically boosted survivability. Then came the cost. The Gripen's flyaway price and operating costs were far below the F-35's. For Canada, that means more jets in the air, more training, and a stronger air force for less money. The Gripen E delivered top-tier performance without the top-tier price. The data was clear. This was no budget compromise. It was a revelation. At the heart of the Gripen E's edge is its revolutionary avionics. Unlike older jets, its federated system lets components be upgraded like smartphone apps, fast and cheap. The powerful sensor fusion system combines radar, infrared, and EW data into a single clear display. Pilots instantly grasp the tactical picture, making faster, better decisions. The Raven ESA radar, mounted on a swash plate, scans a wider field of view than rivals. It tracks multiple targets, scans the ground, and guides weapons, all at once. The system is highly resistant to jamming. This digital sophistication gives the Gripen E a huge combat advantage. It's not just about speed or agility, it's about information dominance. Canadian pilots were surprised to find this level of tech outside a fifth-generation jet. The Gripen E's avionics put pilots ahead of the fight. It's a small jet with a big impact. That's what truly sets it apart. The Gripen E's performance is forcing Canada to rethink its entire defense strategy. For years, the choice seemed binary: pay top dollar for the F-35 or settle for good enough. The Gripen E offers a third-path, high-end capability at an affordable price. This could free up billions for other military needs, more ships, vehicles, or even more jets. Building the Gripen in Canada would boost industry and create jobs. Choosing a non-US supplier would diversify Canada's defense partnerships. The decision is now about more than just stealth or speed. It's about flexibility, cost, and strategic independence. The Gripen E's success has upended old assumptions. Canada must now define what matters most: stealth or a balanced, adaptable platform. The pilot's surprise has opened a new chapter in the debate. The stakes are higher than ever. The world is watching Canada's next move. Dr. Alistair Finch, a leading defense analyst, calls the Gripen E's Canadian performance a game-changer. Once seen as a budget fighter, the Gripen E now rivals the F-35 and Eurofighter, offering advanced electronic warfare and sensor fusion. Brazil and Sweden have already chosen it, and others are watching closely. The Canadian trials have put the Gripen E in the top tier, and the world is taking notice. The Canadian trials were more than a technical test. They shattered old perceptions. The Gripen E entered as an underdog and emerged as a giant killer. The pilot's astonishment cut through marketing and politics. The Gripen E is now a serious contender, offering cutting-edge performance and affordability. Canada stands at a crossroads. Its choice will shape the RCAF for decades. The Gripen E's success forces a re-evaluation of what next generation really means. Is it just about stealth, or about smart sensors, data fusion, and adaptability? The Swedish jet has proven it belongs in the top tier. The competition isn't over, but the Gripen E is now at the center of the conversation. The verdict from the cockpit: surprise and respect. The world is watching to see what Canada will do next. Has the Gripen E changed your view of the competition? Join the conversation below.